In the faded heart of Old Willow Street, rain whispered on the window panes of a quiet apartment where Mara lived alone. Shadows curled around stacks of weathered books, and streams of lamplight pooled pale warmth against the cold blue night. Every evening felt the same, softly, predictably still. Then, as the city clock blinked 12, a curious scrape slid beneath Mara's door. She found a single letter, no sender, only her name traced in wavering silver ink. Mara, heart fluttering, wondered who in this busy, untouchable city might remember her. And so, with a gentle shiver and growing wonder, she reached for her coat, sensing her night would not pass as usual. With slow, careful hands, Mara unsealed the envelope. Inside was a single, creased piece of stationery, her own childhood letter to a stranger, never sent. She blinked in surprise. It began, "To whomever is awake at midnight." Suddenly, from her window, Mara noticed a flicker. The old neon sign across the street, a once bustling cafe, long closed, had sputtered to pale life. The letter's final line read, "If you are lonely or lost, come find me where the night's last light remembers." Mara's quiet curiosity swelled into gentle resolve. Wrapping herself in her softest coat, she stepped into the bluish hush of the hallway, past flickering bulbs and the distant hum of late-night radios, into the city's dreaming dark, the letter pressed to her heart. Outside, rain painted glossy rivers on the empty street as Mara crossed toward the flickering cafe sign. The world felt both vast and secret, its quiet stitched by distant sirens and the soft patter of rain. At the cafe door, once vibrant with laughter, now ghostly in the shadows, Mara hesitated, but inside, a single lamp flickered beside the counter. With each cautious step, her shoes echoed on the checkerboard floor. At a corner booth, a friendly old cat lounged, eyes gold and knowing. She approached, and the cat hopped off, pawing at a dusty jukebox. Remembering her letter's words, "If you are lonely," played the last song before sleep, Mara pressed the faded button. In the hush, the jukebox whirred and a lullaby blossomed, notes like soft rain in distant childhood rooms. The cat purred, weaving around her ankles, a gentle guide through her unfamiliar midnight journey. Within the cafe's time-worn hush, Mara noticed photo frames dusted with memory, their soft images flickering in the lamp's faint halo. She glimpsed a blurry group, a girl with her mother beside her, laughter pale and sweet. Mara blinked. She remembered this smile, half forgotten amid grown-up silences. The old cat pawed at her calf, then hopped onto the window ledge, tail tapping a rhythm against the frosted glass. Mara realized she was not alone. Behind the counter, a gentle figure, someone she remembered only in dreams, set a teacup down, the steam swirling between shadows and light. No words were spoken, only a nod of invitation, as if Mara had always belonged to this blue-lit hour. Mara sipped the tea, warming her hands. In the quiet, the city's distant heartbeat slowed, replaced by the lullaby's drifting refrain. She listened to the tick of a clock, the hush of rain, and the hum inside her chest. The mysterious figure behind the counter, with kind, time-worn eyes, beckoned her closer. "Do you remember what you asked for?" The figure whispered, voice like velvet dusk. Mara, just a little girl at heart tonight, recalled the letter. "I wish for a sign to know I am all right, even when alone." The figure smiled, sliding a small, ornate box across the counter. Mara opened it, revealing a key glinting softly, a key to something she would lost long ago. Her journey had been one of remembrance, and her old wish was being answered at last. Emboldened by the figure's gentle presence, Mara wandered to the back of the cafe, led by the curious cat. There, behind a velvet curtain, she discovered a narrow stairway, blue light rippling across each step. Quietly, she climbed. Upstairs, a moonlit room opened wide, filled with objects she had lost over the years: a glove, a childhood drawing, a music box from her mother. Each item lingered in luminous pools of memory. The cat circled a small desk upon which sat a journal she would kept long ago. The final page read, "You are always found in the places you remember yourself." As Mara turned the music box key, its melody unfurled into the night, soft and achingly beautiful, a sound to guide her homeward through all the uncertainties she carried. As the music faded, Mara realized her loneliness had gentled into something softer, a quiet belonging that hummed beneath her skin. She hugged the music box, feeling her mother's song inside it, the memory of old joys and tender care. The mysterious cafe and its moonlit attic shimmered, as if existing partly in memory, partly in dream. Returning downstairs, Mara found the kind figure gone, but the cat remained, purring beside the door. She tucked the letter and the little key into her coat and held the music box close. It was time to go home. Stepping out, Mara felt the city's edge soften. The rain had stilled, puddles reflecting a new, gentle dawn. The neon sign clicked off, the cafe settling into hush once again, a secret now only she and the cat shared. As Mara walked home, the music box tune curled through the alleys, soothing street lamps and the weary hearts of those still wandering in the night. With each breath, the city grew kinder, as if bowing in gratitude for the journey taken. She let herself back into her quiet apartment, and at last the midnight letter, returned, cherished, rested on her bedside table. She curled beneath her covers, music box beside her heart, and drifted peacefully into the blue stillness of sleep, knowing she would never be quite so lonely again.